All right. Consider a baker who, from one year to the next, improves his pie baking techniques, right? So here's his production possibility frontier from last year, right? Notice that at most he could produce 6 pies or 8 cakes, right? Or anywhere in between on this line, right? So that's his production possibility frontier from last year. And this year, he's now mastered this new pie baking technique. And so he can produce up to 10 pies now, and he can still produce the same 8 cakes, right? Or he can be anywhere in between on this production possibility frontier, right? So let's say we want to figure out what happened to his opportunity costs, right? All right. So again, remember, if you have a production possibility frontier, you can find the opportunity cost of the good, especially the good on the horizontal axis, by finding the slope and then taking the absolute value of it, right? So the absolute value of the slope happens to be equal to the opportunity cost of pies for both these production possibility frontiers, since pies happen to be on the horizontal axis. If we wanted to find the opportunity cost for cakes, then we can put them on the horizontal axis and then calculate the slopes and figure out what that is. Or we can find the reciprocal of the slopes as they are drawn now. But anyways, we're going to be finding the opportunity cost of pies. So let's go ahead and calculate the slopes and see what happened to the opportunity cost here for this baker going from one year to the next, right? So over here, last year, the slope of this production possibility frontier. Now again, the way you want to do this, the easiest way to do this, the way that I like to do it, is to just calculate the rise over the run going from one intercept to another, right? So here, going from 0 pies and 8 cakes to 6 pies and 0 cakes, well, the slope that is going to be the rise over the run. So the rise, well, you're losing 8 cakes by going from this intercept to that intercept, right? So it's the slope is going to be a negative 8 cakes, right? Keeping track of the units, negative 8 cakes divided by, well, you're gaining 6 pies, right? 6 pies. Okay, so the absolute value of the slope is equal to the opportunity cost of pies, right? So the absolute value of the slope, well, this is going to be, well, we can reduce this, right? So this is 4/3, negative 4/3. And let's just keep the units the way they are, cakes divided by pies, right? Or you could write cakes per pie, of course, right? But I'm running out of room, so I'm just going to squeeze it in like as that. So the slope here is negative 4/3 cakes per pie. So the absolute value of the slope is going to be, well, we're dropping the negative sign, so it's just going to be 4/3. And again, cakes divided by pies, right? So the absolute value of the slope is 4 divided by 3 cakes per pies, and that's the opportunity cost of pies, right? So we can say that that's 4 cakes per pie, right? How many cakes per 3 pies, right? Or let's just say 4/3 of a cake. 4/3 cakes per pie, right? That's the opportunity cost of pies from last year, right? Every pie that he baked, it cost him 4/3 of a cake. Okay, and this year is going to have a different opportunity cost because he has a different production possibility frontier, right? So now his production possibility frontier, notice it has a slope, again, going from one intercept to the other. Well, he's going to be losing 8 cakes, right? So negative 8 cakes. And he gains 10 pies, right? Going from this intercept to that intercept, he gains 10 pies. So this is going to be negative 4/5. Just being consistent here, cakes divided by pies. So the slope here is negative 4/5 cakes divided by pies. So 4/5 cakes per pie. That is the opportunity cost of pies. And notice what's happening here. Well, he goes from 4/3 of a cake per pie being his opportunity cost last year to this year, now it's only 4/5 of a cake per pie. So the opportunity cost of pies has decreased due to this baker being better at producing pies, while their cake baking technique hasn't improved any, right? So you can see that the opportunity cost of pies has decreased in this example. All right, as always, thank you for watching.